Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today we've added 3 coins to our watch list because their positions are very attractive and promising. They could help us make a good profit by a few percent. The first coin we're going to look at today is called EigenLayer. This particular coin is currently ranked at number 16 on the well-known website CoinMarketCap, and as of right now it appears to be beautifully positioned within what is known as an ascending triangle pattern. An ascending triangle looks something like this, and most likely, once it breaks out, you can easily identify its target. If we take it from the lowest level to the highest here and move it to where the breakout happens, we can find its next target. As you can see, this ascending triangle was nicely tested once 3 days ago, and now it's ready for a breakout. We have to see what happens to the entire crypto market today. Today, the Federal Reserve lowered the interest rate by 0.25, so let's see what happens in the market. Because this week there's a lot of volatility, so the target we can find for this coin. First of all, in my opinion, if it breaks out and manages to get past this level, it goes up to this point, close to $2, and then we have a back test, maybe in this area. It will test it here as a support level, and in the next round it can move upward and fill these gaps here, which are close to $2.50. This represents the immediate short-term target for this coin. Now, to determine its long-term target based on the pattern it has formed, we take the lowest price level it has had and the highest level within the current trading range. When it breaks out of this range, we can find its next target, which could potentially reach around $4 or possibly even up to $4.50. What's interesting right now is its volume. Its volume has gone up a lot. In this move that we see, when the price dropped, the volume went down, and in this move where it went up, the volume increased, and this is very important for this coin and for the analysis we're doing, so that buyers are stronger than sellers. Also, if we check the weekly time frame, we can see that the volume has been very high in the past weeks. And so that essentially concludes our detailed analysis of this particular coin. For now, we have to wait for the breakout, if it actually breaks out. From here to $2.50 is about 50%, which could happen. The next coin we want to analyze is MATIC, or its new name, Polygon. It also has a very attractive situation. It's in an ascending triangle. There's also a double bottom. You could say that. It's formed a nice double bottom here. And it's also formed an ascending triangle that's really close to breaking out. It's tested it several times, got rejected here, and came down. Now we have to see what happens to it in the coming week. The only good thing here is that it has crossed all the strong moving averages, and now the moving averages have crossed over. That in itself is a bullish sign, and the price is now close to the 50-day moving average. Most likely, it can bounce here and break through this area in the next round. The price target we can set for this is a medium-term target, and if the price successfully breaks this resistance level, it's quite possible the price can reach this next significant area, meaning it could get very close to the 50-cent mark. And if we draw the Fibonacci retracement tool from this point, we can clearly observe that the significant 61.8% Fibonacci level is also located in this area. This is a critical zone where most traders are really focused and are considering closing their positions to take profits. If the price action goes up from here and achieves a breakout, it can be said that it could potentially go up by nearly 100%. The cryptocurrency we are discussing is Polygon. That's it for this coin. The next coin I want to talk about is Optimism. We analyzed this coin a few days ago. Not much of significance has happened for it just yet, but right now, just as we previously said, it's forming a very nice head and shoulders pattern and is currently in the process of working on its right shoulder. You can consider buying here and then patiently wait for the eventual breakout to occur. So let's wait and see if it actually breaks out. Now, if it does break out from this current level, performs a successful backtest, and then confirms that this pattern is indeed a head and shoulders formation, it's quite possible it could reach the initial short-term target of somewhere around $1.40 or perhaps $1.50. and ultimately go on to hit this very important long-term trend line. The main target we can get from the head and shoulders is that you take the head, measure up to the highest point, and when it breaks out, you can find the midterm target. What the midterm target shows is that it has to break this trend line, and that's a bit of a complicated task. For now, for the first move, it's better to wait and see if it can break this first resistance and do a back test. During that back test, we can open a buy position, and for the next target, it will most likely reach this area and test this trend line. Another good thing about Optimism is that I just checked its moving averages. I saw that it finally broke above the 200-day moving average. Here it tested it once but couldn't go higher. Here it tested it and couldn't make it. It had tested it 3 times and couldn't break through, but now it has finally managed to cross it, and with a back test, it has tested it as support. Now we have to see what happens to crypto and Optimism in the coming days. That was today's video about these 3 coins that you should definitely add to your watch list and keep an eye on to see what happens to them in the next few days. And don't forget, the trading game is never 100% certain and everything is tied to probability. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And also don't forget that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Until the next video, goodbye.